Hey everybody, this is Jeannie, and I'm out in the fabric department with Jane right now. It's been really busy today, and we're shorthanded, so we're kind of running around. We got 6 boxes of fabric in yesterday, and we still don't have them all checked in, but we want to show you a few of the new things that Jane just really loves. We strive to always have a good selection of what we call basic fabric, which are things that you can use for borders and applique and backs and just everything that you need to mix in with maybe something that has a special design. So I'm going to turn this around. And we're going to come over here and look at, go ahead, Jane, tell them about them.
I think these would do super quilt bags. But I tried to put them all here together so you could take a pic. We got our polka dots. And then this is a new one. And this is a new one.
And we have several colors of that, right?
We got about 6 different colors of this.
Isn't that pretty?
Today. We've got the bright Christmas red right here behind Jeannie. That's new.
Of course, that's the best color.
And another pretty Christmas red for right now.
And I'm going to scoot around the corner because we have a lot of dots. And I wanted to show you all these dots all down through here. And they go so well with so many things. And then over here behind Jane's table, we have some that haven't even gotten checked. She hasn't gotten on the shelf yet. There's some more of the gold with that. I love that little swirly pattern. That's so pretty.
That comes in green now.
Oh, so those would, look what a great Christmas color. That's a great Christmas color.
Pretty Christmas.
And then let's show, where those dots that you had down on the floor? Did you move those?
I don't have those.
Okay. And we got a bunch of these. Look at these fabrics. These are so pretty. They're little checks. And here's a bunch of dots down here. I'm going to come around the corner. We kind of pile them up here till we get them. See, we haven't even got the wrappers off of them yet. Aren't these pretty? That almost looks silvery. Is it silver?
Does look silver.
It looks silvery.
And this is a little dot with a hole in it.
With a little hole. Okay. Well, we wanted to show you some of these new things. And then I'm going to ask Jane to come with me in a minute because I'm going to walk over this way and show you several things. I will tell you... my husband has 2 good eyes now. He was very successful on getting his second cataract done. So, Jane, I'm going to ask you to hold the, I'm just going to kind of move around a little bit.
Where are you going?
I'm going right here for a minute. One thing I want to show you is one of these little fabric baskets. This is something that is all over the internet, and we have a teacher, Erlene, who's going to be teaching a class on this to make the basket and center the embroidery on there. So I think this is an OESD poinsettia that I put on this one. They are fully lined. They have fleece in them. So if Jane can follow me just for a second, they're just made with 2 little pieces of fabric. That's all it takes. And a piece of fusible fleece. And then you do the embroidery first and then put them together. And I don't want to steal Erlene's thunder, so I hate to really show you how to do that. But tell me if you like those. I would really like to know how you feel about those because we would really like to do a class on that, okay? Now I'm going to come over here. Last week I talked about doing towels on the bottoms. I talked about putting the fabric on the hem or the ruffle on the hem or the prairie points on the hem. So I want to talk a little bit about putting things on a towel. So this is one that I just finished this morning. This is a piece of tearaway stabilizer. And what I generally do is put a piece of tearaway in the hoop, and sometimes I actually take a marker and connect the hoop bumps, because to me the easiest way to center a design on a towel, this is the towel that doesn't have anything on it, and first of all you need to look at the tags, because some towels have a little hangy loop. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you put the design at the opposite end. If it doesn't have a little hangy loop, it may have just a tag, and I think the tag is actually down here on this one. So if it only has the tag, I would put that on the end that you're not going to embroider on. And then the easiest thing to do is, first of all, make sure it's well pressed. You want this to be nice and smooth. Then for placement, I fold my towel in half, right sides together. Sorry, I said that backwards. Here's my stabilizer in the hoop. At that point, I'm going to take my KK, can you see what I'm doing? And spray that a little bit. And then I'm going to, because I have this creased, I'm now going to lay my towel right on here, and I'm going to line it up with the hoop bumps. There's one at the top and one at the bottom, and all of the embroidery hoops have that. What you want to consider is where you want to put it this way. Remember, most people have their towels hanging over a towel rod or an oven door or something, so you don't want the design up here in the middle. You want to make sure it's toward the bottom. You know, and I might, after I spray it, I would push that down, and then I would open this up, and I have not really sprayed this, I'm just showing you, and smooth that out. At that point, I'm ready to go to my machine. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple things, one of which is a stupid thing that I did today. I have to share my mistakes, and it's my own darn fault, because when I get to the machine, I'm going to put the hoop onto the machine, and then I'm going to put water-soluble topping on top of that, okay? I tell all my students, bring your design to the screen of the machine. Make sure you make any adjustments that you want. You know, if you're going to make it bigger, if you're going to add a name, if you're going to do anything like that, do all that first. And then hoop your towel. Well, like a bad person, I didn't do that. I had my towel all ready, and I put it on the machine, and it said, change to a larger frame. Don't you hate that message? I thought, oh, well, I'll just make the design a little bit smaller. So that's what I did. So I made the design a little smaller. And then the other thing I did that I tell people not to do is I walked away. That was not a good thing to do. I had the water soluble on top and everything. I walked away, and it got stuck right there. And because I ran back to it, but then it was too late. And I think this would be really hard to rip out. So this will become an applique towel. So I'll be able to put a fabric applique on top of that. So note to self, don't do that. Now, after you have completed your embroidery, on this one, I did have water soluble on top of the design. Can you see it? And I wanted to show you, this is a tear away light product. Look how nice that tears away. So on the back of my towel, I really just have the bobbin thread. And I wanted to show you that it tore away just perfectly crisp. Isn't that neat? And then in this case, the water soluble topping will just tear off. I don't know how well you can see this, but I can just tear it away, and it's all gone. Now, if you have a design that has open spaces, there's another technique to use, and I'm going to ask Jane to come over here just for a second. This is the shirt that I was doing. This is my Santa face. Isn't he pretty?
Pretty.
I just think he's pretty. We couldn't decide whether to use kind of a silvery gray or white, and we used a real light silvery gray. And so when this was finished and I took it out of the hoop, I had a big piece of water soluble all over the top of him because I was stitching on a knit shirt. What I did with him is I took a paper towel, and this is a double paper towel, which I know that doesn't look very exciting, but it's wet. And you would lay it on top of your design like that with the water soluble. And of course, I tore some of the water soluble off. And then you press it with the iron. You just bounce the iron over here until you cover the whole thing. And then when you pick this up, the water soluble topping is actually stuck here in the towel. And then you can wad this up if you have some places that maybe you missed, and you can just pat this around to get rid of any of the rest of the water soluble. And it works just great. Jane even said, well, what are you doing? Because you said, what do? You pick yours out with...
I'm a picker.
She's a picker. So you can do that. You can take your seam ripper or whatever and kind of pull out all the little
tweezers.
Pieces.
I'm a picker.
Tweezers. She uses her tweezers. So whereas I just did the wet paper towel to get rid of that on the Santa, in the next design I'm doing, I will do it that way. So thank you. See if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Somebody said you are human. Since you
I am human, and I am happy to share my stupid mistakes. And it's things that, it's like when I hit my thumb or hit my finger with the needles, the presser foot screw. I thought that was so stupid. But we all get in a hurry. and sometimes I feel like beat the clock. Do any of you feel like we're playing beat the clock these days? We only have 10 days till Christmas. And even though we're not doing a whole lot of celebrating for Christmas with the family due to COVID and everything, I still need to get a lot of Christmas presents ready. And here we are, 10 days away. And of course, today's the first day I've actually stitched something that I had planned to use as a present. So I wanted to show you my mistake. I do have another one started here. This is a different design, and it is from this design pack. And the reason I want to show you this, and that's where that tree design was from that I just showed you. And this has some really cute designs in it. This is going to be one of the prizes on Thursday when we spin the wheel. Now, if someone wins it who does not have an embroidery machine, we'll find something else. We might exchange it for a charm pack or something like that. But on Wednesday, I will be talking about the snowman little the rope coasters. We'll be talking about that, as well as a couple special feet for your sewing machine and some sewing ideas too. So that'll be tomorrow. And then if you share and comment, and we get enough shares and comments, I will spin the wheel on Thursday. Okay, so everybody got that? So make sure you're watching, and also let me know how you like the little fabric baskets, because we will be having a class come up. If you want to see a little bit more about how to do them, I thought it was kind of fun. It was kind of neat to do. So, Erlene, I'm not giving away any hints or anything. So, thank you all for watching today. Like I said, I need to get back out front. Oh, I am going down to Meals on Wheels right after I finish here, because they're waiting for my 600 stocking donation down there. So that's going to be all taken care of today. So thank you again for all of you who have helped with that project. It has been just wonderful. I'm just so proud of everybody. It was just really neat. So thanks a lot for watching today. I will see you tomorrow and be ready to comment. Okay, bye.